Hi, I'm Kristin, and I'm a certified Lamaze childbirth educator. This is a free online series of childbirth education classes based on the Lamaze Healthy Birth Practices. You'll get the most value by watching all the classes in the series in order, and you can visit my channel for the full playlist. If you find these video classes helpful, please like the video and subscribe to this channel, and consider donating via PayPal using the link in the description. If you'd like to take group childbirth classes in person with me, there's also a link in the description that shows you how to sign up. As always, keep in mind that the content in these classes does not constitute medical advice. Let's get started.
Thank you for joining me for our final class in this series of childbirth education for your best birth. If you have not yet, please review all of the other episodes before you get to this one. You'll get the most value if you watch all of them in order from beginning to end. You'll get a lot of wonderful information that will empower you and help you to make good choices during the end of your pregnancy, labor, and after birth. So let's jump into reviewing from class number 5, the importance of postpartum rest. I'm a big proponent of this. As I mentioned in class 5, the United States is really not supportive of mothers taking time off after their babies are born. But in many other countries around the world, extremely diverse countries from India, Brazil, China, and Morocco to many others, they actually have a period of time that's 30 to 40 days where the mother is only supposed to stay home with her baby, get to know her baby, bond with it. She can take care of her own body, but everything else is taken care of by other friends and family. So she does not cook, she does not clean, she is not expected to work. She just focuses on herself and her baby so she can recover. These traditions help to bond the mother and baby, and they can also help reduce postpartum depression. They also give the mother plenty of time for her body to heal from birth. As I love to remind families that the placenta it leaves a dinner plate sized scar or wound inside of the uterus, and the mother has to recover from that. Her body has to heal from this wound, and she really needs that extra time to recover from it. So since the United States is not really very friendly to giving moms time off after they give birth, here are some tricks you can try to get mom a little bit more support and more rest time after baby is born. You can have a postpartum doula take care of the baby while the mother rests. This may be a nighttime doula who stays up with the baby or rests for a few hours, but is always very close to the baby and responds if the baby wakes up. The doula may be able to bring the baby to mom for breastfeeding, or if mom has a pump, she can pump breast milk, have that available, and the doula can feed the baby breast milk from a bottle while the mother sleeps. I recommend working with a lactation consultant the moment you experience any challenges with breastfeeding. If baby is struggling to latch on, if you feel that baby's not getting enough to eat, if your breasts are painful, whatever challenges you're running into, please do find a lactation consultant. You can talk to your midwife, your OBGYN, your labor and delivery nurse, and ask them for a referral to a reputable lactation consultant. Make sure that when people come to visit you, that they bring something of value to you. Have friends and family bring you nourishing foods, or if they can't do that, have them come over and help you clean. Have them do laundry, fold laundry, put away laundry, wash dishes, wipe down the kitchen, clean the bathroom. Whatever you really need a break from, make sure that the people who come over those first 30 days understand that they are going to play a role in this, that they need to bring something of value to you, and that is helping you recover from this birth. Limit your visitors for at least 30 days. Make sure that the only people who can come and visit you and the baby are people who are 100% supportive of you and your wishes for your baby and for breastfeeding. So if you have difficult friends and family who maybe bring up things you don't want to talk about, or they ask tough questions, or they're just difficult to deal with. Maybe they don't want to help. Maybe they don't want to be of value to you. Maybe they just want you to wake the baby up so that they can hold the baby and feed it. These are not the people that you want to have come over the first 30 days, because they can do more harm than good. They can be stressful, and you need that break to recover. So postpartum depression or anxiety are something that is very important to me, talking about this with all new mothers, because it's something that can be extremely difficult. It can feel very, very overwhelming, and you can feel like you're all alone and there's nobody there to help you. But there are many, many resources, and I want to share those with you. As soon as you feel that you are experiencing postpartum depression or anxiety, please talk to a care provider. This is also for those birth partners and those romantic partners. If you are feeling that the mother of your child is experiencing postpartum depression or anxiety, please reach out to a mental health professional and ask what you can do to help. Please do not let the mother of your baby languish in this pain, because it's a very, very difficult thing to deal with. Work with a therapist that specializes in postpartum care. I'm located in Sacramento, California, and close to us in Roseville, California is Dancy Perinatal Counseling, and they only work with clients who are struggling with issues around getting pregnant, being pregnant, giving birth, and postpartum. They don't work on any other mental health issues, so they are extremely knowledgeable. They're wonderfully supportive. They can provide in-person counseling. They can provide support over Zoom or another video conferencing sort of app. So you don't necessarily have to be in their local area. Please check them out if you have any questions or you feel like you really need support. You can also find really helpful resources at Postpartum Support International. This organization, it is a nonprofit, provides all kinds of resources for both the person who's experiencing postpartum depression or anxiety and also the loved ones. There are resources, there are answers to questions. It's a great site. Please do check it out. You can also call the National Maternal Mental Health Hotline. They are good people who are there for you 24 hours a day to answer your questions and support you. You can always, with any mental health challenge, text 988 and you will reach the Crisis Lifeline. Those people are so dedicated. They will follow up with you. They will make sure you're okay. They will provide you with resources. They can point you in the right direction so that you can get the care you need. You can also take a look at mysafetyplan.org. That website has some really wonderful resources for people who are experiencing postpartum depression or anxiety and also their loved ones, for creating a plan that can address when things are really, really difficult, how everyone can be supportive of this loved one who has postpartum depression or anxiety, the resources that are out there. It's a great site to visit to come up with a plan that can help you through those dark periods. And please always know, if you are experiencing postpartum depression or anxiety, you are not alone. So many of us have gone down this very difficult path and we have come out of it and we've been okay. And it can be very, very difficult. But the sooner you reach out for help, the sooner you will feel better. And you are very loved. There's so many people out there who love you and are rooting for you. And we want you to feel better. We want you to bond with your baby. We want you to have a wonderful parenting experience. So let's get into what I promised at the end of our last class. Let's talk about how you can take time off to care for your baby after it's born and have your job protected. You can find out what legal options you have out there. So let's get started on this. I am located in California. You may not be, and I'll provide some other resources that are federal and ways that you can check on what's available in your state. First, I want to start with the California Employment Development Department, the EDD. You can file for paid family leave. And it's not a difficult thing to do. And fortunately, California is a state that provides a robust social service network. There are a lot of resources. So please look into that if you really want to take time off after your baby is born and you're struggling to figure out if you can afford it. In California, you can collect paid family leave payments for up to 8 weeks after your baby is born, and you will earn 60 to 70% of your wages that you earned 5 months to 18 months before your baby was born. So it's a calculation thing. You can always run that calculation if you'd like to see how much you would probably get from paid family leave through the California EDD. The California Family Rights Act allows new parents to take up to 16 weeks off of paid or unpaid leave, and your job will be guaranteed to be kept by your employer. You will also be able to keep your health benefits. Now, there are a few other details that I'm going to cover in just a moment, but the CFRA does make it possible for you to take time off from your job and you not automatically lose your job and your benefits. The Federal Family and Medical Leave Act, FMLA, this also allows parents to take up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave, and you will not lose your benefits or job. You will not be making a paycheck during that time, but your job will not automatically be ended for you, and you will be able to keep your benefits. Now, you will probably have to pay out of pocket for your benefits, and that can be expensive, but know that your job can be protected through FMLA. And like I mentioned, there are requirements that both your employer and you must meet in order for you to be eligible for FMLA or CFRA and CFRA. And that is often based on the size of the company, the number of employees, possibly how long you've been employed with the company, that sort of thing. So please do your homework. It's better to do it before your baby is born. See what you are eligible for, and then get started taking advantage of the things that you can make happen. So again, we're going to focus a little bit on California at the moment, and we will get back to federal in just right after this. So taking time off after baby arrives, you can also take disability leave in California. The California Pregnancy Disability Leave allows allows the birthing parent to take unpaid leave for up to 16 weeks without losing your job or your health benefits. Now, this does apply to employers with 5 or more employees. So if you are in a very, very small company that has fewer than 5 employees, this will not necessarily apply to you, unfortunately. But the nice thing is that if you do work for a company of 5 or more employees, you can take advantage of pregnancy disability in addition to FMLA or CFRA leave. So it is possible to cobble together a longer parental leave span of time using these different options. All parental leave may require you to continue paying out of pocket for your health benefits, even if you are not receiving a paycheck during that time. So please, again, like I mentioned earlier, please look into these things before your baby is born. You can talk to your human resources department about what options are available to you, and also to notify them that you want to take advantage of these programs. It's better to do it sooner rather than later. If you feel that your employer is denying you these benefits or is threatening to take your job away if you go on parental leave, please look for an employment attorney that you can meet with. All reputable employment attorneys will talk to you for free to hear your story and let you know if they think you have a case. So do not think that you have to pay an employment attorney just for the initial consult. Ask around, see if you can get a referral to a reputable employment attorney who can help you figure out if your rights are being violated. So let's talk about making a successful return to work. Let's take a look at the top breast pumps for returning to work. I encourage you to do your own research to figure out which ones have the best features and the best reviews for you, but this will hopefully give you some leads to start with. It's also important to note that your health insurance may cover all or part of the cost of a breast pump. This is a newer thing, and I think it's very exciting. When I was having babies, this was not an option. So take advantage of this. call your health insurance company or take a look at their website and see what you can find out about being reimbursed for the purchase of a breast pump. And of course, you can also use HSA or FSA funds to purchase your breast pump. So the Spectra S1 Plus, it is a rechargeable breast pump, and this is really popular. I've known a variety of moms who have gotten this. It's because it's rechargeable, you can carry it with you wherever you go. You don't have to plug it in to use it. That means that if the room that you use for pumping at work doesn't have a plug in a convenient place, you'll still be able to use your breast pump. Also, if you're going on a road trip, as long as someone else is driving, I wouldn't recommend trying it while you're driving yourself. But if someone else is driving, you can use your rechargeable breast pump. The Spectra S1 Plus is perfect for that. You can pump while you're in the car. The Spectra S2 Plus has the features of the S1 Plus, except it is plug-in only. So just keep that in mind. If you know you need more flexibility, you need something that's going to be rechargeable, stick with the S1 Plus. The LV breast pump is rechargeable and it's also wearable, so you will be able to strap that to you. This is probably one of those things where you could actually strap it on before you get in the car, and then drive, and you could actually be pumping while you're driving. So this is going to be the LV is one of the most flexible of the breast pumps. The Baby Buddha portable breast pump is also rechargeable and wearable, and it receives high reviews. The Medela Harmony is a manual breast pump. So this is something that you would put over your breast and you would pump it with your hand. So if, for instance, you were going camping or you were someplace where there was just simply not an electrical outlet or the ability to recharge. Maybe if you're flying, I can imagine you could try it on an airplane, although you could use a rechargeable on a plane as well. You think about, if you just don't have the access to electricity and a rechargeable doesn't fit in your life, then take a look at the Medela Harmony. It's also, of course, because there's no electricity involved in it, it's going to be the most economical of all of them. And then there's the Haka silicone breast pump. And this is a nice one to just kind of have on hand. This is one that you can actually practice with before baby comes so you can get a feel for it. It can catch overflow if you just simply hold it over your breast and you've got very heavy milk flow in those first, couple of weeks. You can always catch that overflow in the Haka silicone breast pump. So let's take a look at what it's like to return to work and pump breast milk for your baby. If possible, please delay your return to work until after you've established a breastfeeding relationship with your baby. That means that you're not having challenges, your baby's not struggling to latch on, you are not having pain in your breasts or your nipples, you don't necessarily have nipple cracks, that sort of thing. You want to have a really solid breastfeeding relationship with your baby before you go back to work. If you don't give that time to developing that relationship, it can result in you having a lower milk output and therefore affect your baby, because your baby essentially your baby tells your breasts how much milk to produce. And if you don't have that solid breastfeeding relationship, your breasts are not getting the messages they need in order to produce the right amount of milk for your baby. And so therefore, your baby may not get everything it needs. So really try to forge that strong relationship before returning to work. I recommend using a breast pump for 2 weeks before you return to work. So you can get used to it. You can feel comfortable with it. You know how to get the flow really going well with the pump. And baby also gets used to drinking milk through whatever you prefer, if it's a bottle or another mechanism. You want to make sure that you both have a good feel for how the breast pump is going to work for both of you. Create a pumping schedule before you go back to work. Take a look at when it will fit into your day. and stick to that schedule as much as possible. Your body is going to adapt to that schedule, and it's going to be ready to pump at those times. And then you should let your employer know what that schedule is. Now, you don't necessarily want to go into the private details of things, but you are protected by federal law in the workplace and when it comes to pumping breast milk for your baby. So you can tell your employer, for instance, that I need to take a break and I need to pump milk for my baby, or whatever language you want to use. You do not have to share any other details. You can just tell them that I'm going to be doing it at 10 a.m. and then again at noon and then again at 2, for instance. It's whatever schedule works for you. Don't go by what I'm saying here, but make sure that you have it set down on paper and that you share that with your employer so they know where you'll be at that time. California employers are required to provide a safe place with an electrical outlet that is not a bathroom for pumping breast milk for your baby. This is also very similar to the federal law that protects you so that you can pump milk in the workplace. So we'll go over that in just a moment. In California, you're also entitled to a refrigerator at your workplace for storing your breast milk. The federal law that protects you in the workplace so that you can pump milk at work is called the Pump Act. And this requires employers to give you adequate break time for pumping breast milk. In California, you receive extra break time to pump milk in addition to the I think it's 15 minutes every 4 hours that you would get through California law. So you get your 15-minute break every 4 hours, and then you also get approximately 15 to 20 minutes to pump milk if you work for a California employer. So this is the Pump Act I was mentioning. This is federal law. This was passed in 2022. President Biden signed this into law, and it gives working mothers across the country federal protection to pump breast milk at work. So you can get more details at the URL there. You can also scan that QR code if you would like to. And the law says that you must be allowed a space that is functional for pumping milk, is not a bathroom, has privacy, so it's shielded from view, it's free from intrusion, which usually means a lock on the door or a sign on the outside that says please do not enter, something like that. And it must always be available when the mother needs it. So if you are not located in California, please do take a look at the Pump Act to see if you are protected and what your rights are, because you deserve the right to provide for your baby if you're at work. So what do you do if you discover that your employer is not making it easy for you to pump breast milk at work? You have some options. If you're located in California, you can file a labor law violation with the California Labor Commissioner's Office. You can also call them for more info. So I recommend calling this phone number here if you have a concern. They'll give you the process. They'll tell you exactly how to file a labor law violation to protect your rights to pump breast milk at work. In other states outside of California, you can file a complaint online with the Wage and Hour Division of the Department of Labor. So please call them if you have any questions. You see the 866 number there, or you can visit this URL and you can file a complaint and protect your rights, because you deserve the right to provide for your baby. If you feel that you're not being listened to or things are not moving forward and you feel that it is a detriment to your baby and your health as well, please find an employment attorney. And like I mentioned earlier, a good, reputable employment attorney will not charge you for an initial consult. They will not charge you money to listen to your story and to tell you if they think you have a case. So please ask around, see if you can find an employment attorney who will meet with you for free or talk to you on the phone for free to hear your story and see if it's possible to protect your rights. One of the biggest challenges after you have a baby is, what do you do for childcare? What do you do if you need help making ends meet? So here are some resources for California specifically, and then I'll take a look at the federal benefits. The California Childcare Resource and Referral Network can help you find childcare providers. Please do call them at this number. You can tell them your situation, your needs, your location, and they will be able to point you in the right direction. You can also look up in-home childcare providers' background checks within the state of California at trustline.org. If you know a licensed in-home childcare provider that you're looking at and you'd like to find out, did they pass a background check? You can go here, have their full name, look them up, and make sure that they have been background checked appropriately. First Five California is a wonderful resource. They provide a lot of different ideas and places you can go turn to get help with parenting, with childcare, with social benefits, many other things. So please visit first5california.com and see what they can do to help you. The California Child Care Resource and Referral Network also offers mychildcareplan.org, which can help you find the right child care provider for you. So you can not only call them at that 800 number with questions, but you can also go online at mychildcareplan.org and see if you can find a provider, a reputable provider in your area. WIC, which is Women, Infants, and Children, provides social benefits to pregnant and breastfeeding women and any children under the age of 5. So please visit this URL, myfamily.wic.ca.gov, and find out how you can apply for WIC. You can get help. If you have a baby, you have a child under 5, there are probably benefits that you are eligible for, and I encourage you to check them out because all families need support. So if you are not located in California, here are some other resources for you. You could take a look at childcare.gov/state-resources, and you'll be able to find your state. Make sure you click on your state, and you can see what kinds of programs are available for you. This will cover childcare resources, health benefits, social services, any of those things. Please do check it out. You can also go to childcareaware.org/families. This is a program that is recommended by the federal government, and you can visit the site to find out, click on your state, find out what kind of childcare services are available in your area. As I mentioned in the California section, WIC is also available across the nation, and you can find out the availability of WIC in your area by going to the USDA's website. You can see that URL there. Please do check it out. They, like I mentioned, they provide benefits and financial assistance to families that have babies or children under the age of 5. So there is a decent chance that your family will be eligible for some benefits through WIC. You can also quickly find out if you're eligible for food benefits, also called SNAP, or we used to know them as food stamps. You can see if you're eligible for SNAP or food stamps in your county by answering some questions at snapscreener.com. Even if you can just get a small amount of money every month to help you buy food for mom to keep her well nourished, if you are in a position where you have to formula feed your baby, you will also be able to apply funds to that as well. So please take a look. If you are struggling in, to provide food or even cash to get by, please do take a look at what is available from SNAP in your local county. So it's so important as you approach birth, just remember, you get to make the decisions. As we've talked about in past classes, the acronym BRAIN is so incredibly important for you to keep in mind as you are going through labor and birth and then after your baby is born. B stands for benefits, and this is where you ask the question, what are the benefits of a procedure? R stands for risks. What are the risks of a procedure? A stands for alternatives. What are the alternatives to what I'm being offered? I is intuition. What do I, as the parent, feel like it will be best for our baby? And N is nothing. What if we do nothing right now? what could go wrong, what could go right. It's really important that as you're going through your birth journey, that you ask these questions anytime you are presented with a decision that you need to make in the birth of your baby and the care of your baby shortly after it's born. This also allows you to, when you consider brain, it makes it a little bit easier to create your birth plan, because you'll be able to look at all of the different options you'll have on your birth plan, and you'll be able to take a critical look at them and say, is this the thing that's right for us and our baby? So thank you so much for joining me for this series of childbirth education for your best birth. This was class number 6, and I very much encourage you, if you have not already, please watch the other episodes. They are so valuable. You will learn a ton. They will empower you. They will make you feel more confident. You will learn terms that you have probably not heard before, that you may hear medical professionals use. You will know them now. You will understand them, and you will be able to make intelligent decisions. You'll be able to do the things that feel right for you during your late pregnancy, birth, and post-birth time period. So please do take care of yourself. Thank you so much for being a part of this class. I would love to hear your comments down below. Please also like these classes on YouTube, give them a thumbs up. And I encourage you to recommend the classes to friends. I want to reach families out there. I want to help them. I want them to know that there are resources out there to support them, and that they do have the ability to take control of their birth experiences. So please do subscribe to this channel. I am hoping to continue to bring you wonderful, useful content. There is just an endless supply of things to talk about relating to pregnancy and childbirth and postpartum. So I want to provide this to you. This is my gift to you to help you start this beautiful journey. If you're able to, consider donating to the channel, and please follow the link in the description below. So thank you once again, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I wish you all the very best with your new baby.
If you're located in the Sacramento, California area, you can also take classes with me in person. Watch this tutorial to find out how you can register. To sign up for classes, visit southgaterecandpark.net and visit the Recreation menu. Click on Register for Programs. Then scroll down on the next page and click on the Register Now button. Go up to the Activities menu in the upper left-hand corner and click on Special Interest Classes. You'll see Childbirth Education pop up at the top. Click View Sub-Activities to see the available classes, and then click on an individual class to read the description, the dates, and the times. And when you're ready to sign up, click Create an Account in the upper right-hand corner, enter your email address, and then follow the prompts to register. I look forward to seeing you back here at this channel, or in person if you decide to take classes with me. Watch the video series so that you too can have the best birth for your family. Have a beautiful day.